Hey guys, Andy Tran here with InnerBark Outdoors. In this video, I'm going to give my first impressions on the Work Sharp Ken Onion Edition. This is something that was not sent to me by any company whatsoever. It's actually a recent purchase by a friend of mine, and I don't even like him that much. So really, I pledge no fealty to anyone. So this is my first impression and honest take on this thing. All right, so this is the box that it comes in. It's not a standard square box. It has kind of a more unique shape to it, and I imagine it looks pretty good on a shelf. But anyway, let's get to it. The Work Sharp comes pre-assembled with the extra coarse belt installed on it. One of the pulleys is spring tensioned, and this is for toolless belt changes. The knob on the edge angle guide changes both of the sides at the same time to the exact same angle. This is good if you want to straighten out some of the edges that aren't symmetrical from the factory, which I guess is more common than you think. The non-marking feet at the bottom of the unit helps keep it in place while you're working on sharpening. Alright, so I just took about 5 minutes to look at this and figure out exactly what's going on. So this is the belt tracking, and looking at this, kind of magical, really. And there's probably about an 1/8 inch of movement from one side to the other. And so I'm assuming once the belts start to wear, this is really going to start to come into play. Well, let's see how it does when we crank it up all the way to 10. So there's a little bit of vibration, and it's wanting to move just slightly. The trigger has a lock button on it, so you don't have to hold it to keep it on continuously. The trigger also has a speed adjustment knob, so you can lock that in as well. So that's the lowest setting right there. Cool. So let's first test out a TFK. This is not my personal one, this is number 816. So probably within the first year of production. And this one actually has a nick out of the blade right there. What would you say that was from? A rock? You hit a rock?
I hit a rock with it when I was cutting through some wood.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a Sharpie marker, and then we're gonna coat the edge real quick just so we can figure out if we have even grinding on the surface. Yeah, that's good. To sharpen the TFK, we're going to work both sides symmetrically, and we're also going to be checking for the burr that's developing as well. This belt actually seems to be a little bit smoother too. The other ones had a little more rattle to it. Exchange. And extra fine. The blade remained cool throughout the sharpening process, which is important because any heat that develops and builds up in your blade could ruin the heat treat. Yeah, I'd say that works pretty good, at least for the TFK. Let's get some other knives in here, see how it does. And with the variety of knives that I used, it's all pretty much the same result, a nice convex edge. So that is the Ken Onion Work Sharp. Overall, I think this is a great item to have and to purchase. The build construction is really good. The way all the accessories and everything fits together, it feels quality. There's no like weird rattling. Everything seems well thought out. There's nothing that like kind of gets in the way. So overall, I think it's a pretty good purchase. My favorite thing about this is the belt chains, right? So, you know, going through, and I did during this time that I was playing with it for my first impressions, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 knives, and it was all really easy to switch out belts and then change angles and do all that stuff. So that was a really good positive. Overall, the blade quality that it was able, or the edge quality that it was able to produce is very good. Slicing through newspaper and magazine paper, this really thin stuff, is super easy. It goes through it like butter. You know what? It produces a convex edge because the belt is not supported in the back, so you don't have a super flat edge. There's a little bit of curve to it. I mean, it's good because it's a more durable edge, but it's bad if you have like a sharpening stone for sharpening out in the field. You're not going to get quite that same quality of edge. So it's going to be a little bit weird in that regard. You know, the only downside really is dust management. There's no like little attachment for like a hose, or there's no little bag that it collects into. So it can get a little bit messy. So if you're on a work surface like mine where, you know, later on you're probably going to use it for something else, that you're not tucked away in a shop or something like that, that could be a little bit problematic. But otherwise, this thing is awesome. And I'm looking forward to trying out some of the other accessories that go on it. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and message me directly or comment down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And also check out my Facebook page and other social media like Instagram. But as always, take care out there.